Sie sind live, ja. Muss ich erst mal nachgucken hier, ne? Sollte passen, sollte irgendwie passen. Ach, das ist das, okay. Ist das? Achso, ja, okay. Ich kann von Tainari? Konnte ich den davor schon machen? Ich kann Tainaris Legendenauftrag. Den muss ich als nächstes. Machen. Wenn ich keinen Bock mehr auf die Hauptstory habe oder einfach so zwischendurch. Warte mal, Nilus kann ich auch machen? Ja, nice. Ja, nice. Nice. Kann ich nichts gegen einwenden. Da kann man nichts gegen einwenden. Das heißt, als nächstes Tainaris Legendenauftrag. Ich habe heute Haus gemacht. Ich habe zwar keine Ahnung mehr, worum es da ging. Weil ich einfach alle Sprechsachen geskippt habe, weil ich keine Lust mehr hatte. Die ganze Zeit zuzuhören, aber sonst. Kind, warte mal kurz, ich will mal da... Ich will gucken, was ich hier machen muss. Geht's da noch unten? Was war denn? Ach, fuck, Junge. Alles deine Schuld, Junge. Und aber ich gucken wollte, ob man da unten einen Kappa oder so machen kann. Oder was er gesagt, dieser Auftrag da ist. Hallöle, Nick. Hallöle. Ich habe gerade gesehen, ich kann den Legendenauftrag von Tainari und den von, wie heißt sie denn jetzt? Habe ich ihren Namen vergessen? Jetzt habe ich ihren Namen vergessen. Wie heißt die Olle denn nochmal? Nilo machen. Das heißt, als nächstes mache ich die beiden Dinger. Die wollte ich die ganze Zeit schon machen. Hallöle, Felix. Mission Nummer 2. Aber ich hatte es ja nie freigeschaltet. Easy peasy. Ernsthaft? Das ist meine einzige Belohnung? Ich habe jetzt mehr erwartet. Dann teleportiere ich mich wieder hoch und gehe, folgt dem Jungen. Ist ja langweilig. Ist ja langweilig hier. Was, wenn ich das mache? Auch schade, ist ja langweilig. Der läuft einfach außen rum. Langweiler. Du bist doch ein Kind. Die muss auch so Spaß machen. Also muss nicht, aber... Ja, ne?
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays. There sure isn't much here.
No.
No. Einfach zu stumpf, ey. Mein Minimi ist nicht an. Warum sagt mir das denn keiner? Dass ich wie immer mein Minimi vergessen habe. Meine Güte, warum sagt mir das denn keiner? So.
But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day.
So, you know Tainari?
Ja, wir kennen Tainari.
Huh? You know him too?
Yes.
Was? Saino und Tainari sind befreundet? Gut zu wissen.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too?
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
Nach Hinweisen, wie... Hitze. Was soll ich hier noch beobachten? Da ist ein Zelt. Hier ist eine Lampe. Oder muss ich mit ihm reden? Ach so, ja, okay. Ja, gut.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, even deep within the clutches of madness.
No. So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the
Hi Angler, wie geht's? Wie steht's?
It's highly likely.
Raufasertapete. Schön.
Super Angler, super. Ich bin stolz auf dich.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything
Ja,
wrong.
eigentlich alles gut so. Ich hatte ja heute keine Schule, also Kicks eigentlich.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru village and inform Candace and the others about what we
Ja!
learned here. After
Candace! My girl! Warum ist Spotify so leise? Übereinung. Bitte was?
Right.
Candace!
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
Junge, ich bin komplett verwirrt, was du von mir willst, ne?
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own. Did you find out anything useful?
I see. So someone used a kind of incense to
Warte, was? Ist dir aufgefallen, dass dir das aufgefallen ist? Nein. Das sollte mir aufgefallen sein. Was sollte mir denn aufgefallen sein? Ist meine Musik zu laut?
King Deshret? First I've heard of it.
Also nein, ich mag die Lautstärke, aber ich glaube im Stream ist sie zu laut.
As far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Der auffallen, dass dir das auffallen kann. Warte, was? Kann dir auf... Junge, ich verwirr mich nicht so. Du weißt, dass ich nicht vernünftig denken kann.
Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the
Junge,
desert with the patience
wie kannst du
to
verwirrt sein,
sell
wenn du mich
something
die ganze Zeit
that
hier
requires that kind of effort?
am Verwirren bist?
It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
Wie soll ich dich verwirren? Ich check einfach nur nicht, was du die ganze Zeit schreibst. Ah, Junge, ey.
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place.
Wer ein Blauscht, oder? Oder nicht?
No merc can
Aber ich
afford to slack
ich
off on
glaube
gathering
nicht, aber es sah
intelligence.
von so aus.
Every more I've spent in the tavern is...
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here.
Why?
Nein, keine Kekse.
Aru village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb.
Hier um die Ecke war
I
da
bet
nicht,
word
war da
about you
nicht
has
jemand,
already
der
gotten out.
da war?
The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is
Junge, es
also
ist ein
a lot
Zitat
tougher
wert.
than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making
War
connections
da
out here.
nicht jemand, der da war? So, das steht jetzt auf meinem Tisch. Mal sehen, wann ich es aufschreiben werde. Wieso? Weil ich zu Kekse... Ja, es ist... Auf Dauer nervt's, wenn da einfach immer so random Wörter stehen, die nichts mit irgendwas zu tun haben.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino?
Sag ich doch! Der hat uns belauscht. Ich hab's doch gesagt! Ich hab's doch gesagt! Ich bin nicht so doof. Warte, wo genau müssen wir hin? Oh, ja gut. Ist meine Musik wieder zu leise?
Here we are again. Hatte einer meiner Lieblingsstreamer hat nach einer langen Pause wieder angefangen zu streamen. Fand ich toll.
Sounds like you're starting
Ja,
to
ist
get
auch
familiar
toll.
with the area.
Also, mein Lieblingsstreamer streamt immer in der Nacht, wenn ich schlafe. Also kann ich ihn nicht schauen. Ja. Passiert.
Amazed
Muss ich
every
mitleben.
time we see the wall of Samiel.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And
Ich brauche aber meinen Schlaf. Ich bin abends müde und wenn am nächsten Tag Schule ist, ich brauche meinen Schlaf. Ich gehe früh ins Bett und bin früher Aufsteher.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms.
Ich hasse
It serves a
Kaffee.
more important purpose. Keeping Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used in we're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Nein. Ja, super, aber ich bin doch nicht so doof, was zu trinken, was ich absolut hasse.
Hey, Dia.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking. Besides, we're here to procure information.
Und wie gesagt, ist es auch nicht gut, wenn ich dann da Ewigkeiten noch wach bin. Und wie gesagt, am nächsten Tag Schule ist. Ich bin eh schon morgens, also meine Motivation für Schule ist eh schon nicht so die höchste. Beziehungsweise nicht vorhanden. Und dann brauche ich dann... Ach, ist mir auch egal.
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Ich freue mich auch auf die Ausbildung. Bin ich endlich von der scheiß Schule weg. Weil ich dann endlich mal das lerne, was mich interessiert. Ich kann mit Schule nichts anfangen mehr. Also jetzt normal mit der normalen Schule jetzt, wo ich bin. Damit kann ich nichts anfangen, ehrlich.
Just our luck. None of them.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly
Ich
face.
habe noch keine Ahnung, wie meine Ausbildung aussehen wird. Ich bin, wie gesagt, nur froh, wenn ich da bin.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's,
We've had drinks together a few times. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby.
Absolutely. Much better than those.
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar...
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Yup.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to
Hast
him.
vorhin die
Come
WM
with
aus
me.
Langeweile mit meinem Opa und so geschaut. Ich war der Einzige für Japan. Ich habe keine Ahnung, für wen ich bin, weil mich das absolut nicht juckt. Ich kann mit Fußball nichts anfangen. Zwar habe ich früher Fußball gespielt, ab und zu. Aber jetzt, ich kann gar nichts damit anfangen. Mit Volleyball kann ich was anfangen, aber mit Fußball nicht. Ist auch nicht, aber ich schaue es mir. Warte, schau. Solange Japan drin ist. Ja, nee. Da habe ich echt Besseres zu tun. Und wenn es einfach nur eine Serie schauen ist, ehrlich. Oder die ganze Zeit auf TikTok rumgammeln.
Are we there yet?
Yep,
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
Wir sind stärker. Wir sind trotzdem stärker.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I'm a new leaving Sino.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a trip. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of...
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because...
See? There you have it.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora. In my faith lies...
Enough talking! Get him!
Ach, die sollen uns fertig machen? Ich dachte, wir machen die fertig.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Oui, oui. Easy.
Following orders.
Incoming.
Take that! You're open! You're open!
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink.
Live! Take that!
Fuck, mein Bildschirm geht gleich aus. Okay, alles gut.
Incoming.
Take that! You're open!
Don't blink. Hey.
Need
Speed of light.
Und der Bilder heute vielleicht auch noch... Ah, danke.
Don't blink.
Burst forth.
Junge, ich hab dich nach da geworfen, du Affe.
Incoming.
Flieg doch wenigstens dahin, wo ich dich hinwerfe.
You're open!
Don't blink. Hey.
Hui. Ich kann das auch. Ich kann die nach... in die... Hey, ja, chillig. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass die so weit nach oben werfen kann.
Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for... I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that...
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart.
Ja, gut, ne?
Okay, that should be all of them.
Wow. So you've been planning this since we were in...
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then... That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild...
wow, what a genius idea! Well,
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
Der ist auch hot. Warum hat das ganze Spiel noch hotte Charaktere? Also, stört mich nicht, aber trotzdem.
so that thing you were saying before
About what?
about how mercenaries only care about Mora.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of it.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret make...
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie...
Ja, darf ich auch was machen? Danke. Candice!
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Candice, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can... She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If that...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Warte bis zum nächsten Vormittag, ehrlich? 6 bis 12.
Hey, Dia.
Right on time.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candice pretty well.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never
Sag
misuses
doch,
her
dass
powers against
Candice
others.
einfach eine super Frau ist.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be us mercs, on the other hand. We pretty...
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Yep, Paimon, ich stimme dir zu.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here. And he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught...
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Ist klar, die anderen gehen rein, aber ich muss so erst reingehen, oder was? Ist ja Verarsche. Einste Verarsche.
Candice, where... Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure...
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Please, don't feed us anymore.
Diese Frau ist Bombe, ey.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community. And you come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than
Mercy! Please, have mercy.
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have.
We understand. We're sorry.
So, aber wenigstens hat das mal geklatscht hier.
I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the town. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all...
2.
Junge.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside... You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another... that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Warte mal, ist gerade Seiner umgekippt? Oh.
Smooth.
Ich dachte schon, weil Seiner gerade gelaufen ist, dass der Typ gerade einfach auf die Fresse geflogen ist. Ja gut. Ja gut.
Okay.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of... Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. It strikes me now that this secretive character...
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back?
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority...
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Jetzt warte bis dann und dann. Oder? Oh nee, doch nicht warten. Hi Candace. Können wir ein Foto machen? Guck mal, ich stelle mich hier als Albedo dazu. Oh, ja geil. Deshalb eigentlich so nicht geplant. Da steht mit der ein bisschen im Weg. Ich würde halt gerne... Oh, jetzt hat die Augen geschlossen. So. Perfekt. Weg. Es sei nur, wir können auch noch ein Bild machen. Du schaust mich sogar an. Perfekt. Einfach Screenshots mit allen machen.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you... Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's not needed.
Ja gut, ne?
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've...
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Wie kann der Typ nur so hot aussehen? Kann es mir irgendjemand
Not to
erklären?
mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that,
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace,
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look...
Don't change the subject.
it's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers,
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so...
remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for...
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Eieiei, und wir kümmern uns wieder um das ganze Zeug, war ja klar. War ja klar.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but...
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to act. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of anyone, but even so, we've met lots of people from different... We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise...
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything, and then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
Mhm. Junge, ey. Da brauche ich nichts zu sagen, oder? Junge, dieser Typ.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's bought. Because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old...
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go. Wir machen das wieder. War ja klar, was noch sonst, ne? Achso, ja, okay, da kann ich auch laufen. Vor allem, ich habe gerade den Teleporter gesucht, ne? Der stand neben mir. Was kann ich überhaupt, ehrlich? Ah, die kann ich auch noch umbringen. Die
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape.
das brauche ich für Candace.
Sand everywhere.
Empty
Ach,
and
ich hau doch ab.
forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters, watch out!
Burst forth!
Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Wind, hear me. Hey! Hit! Ha!
Come into being!
No escape!
super Platz ausgesucht, hier da, um dumm rumzustehen, ehrlich. Noch mehr G war ja klar. Heiligen oder Gottes.
With sword comes shadow. Let it rain. Incoming. Hey! Get him.
Moment of birth.
Super, danke, dass du abgehauen bist in dem Moment.
Change of plan. Speed of light. Hey!
Barbados, guide us.
Burst forth.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Go, go.
Coming to be.
Macht dem Typ ja gefühlt kaum Schaden hier. Ist ja schrecklich.
Incoming. No one escapes my sight.
Ja doch, Feuer, aber sonst.
Speed of light.
Coming to be.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Hey! Speed of light. Hey!
Junge, du scheiß Bastard.
Incoming.
Coming to be.
No escape.
Wind, hear me.
Speed of light. Hey!
Danke.
They were easier to deal with.
Das war nicht leichter als erwartet. Kitching ist draufgegangen.
Super strong Ben? You look super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Ey, das Ding wollte ich aktivieren. Danke für nichts, ey. Das wird... Mano.
Let's go in and take a look.
Wollt ihr mich eigentlich verarschen?
Hey, hey them. We haven't.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits there. What are you reading? Let Paimon.
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
See ya.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
Junge, ich habe ein bisschen Angst.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's...
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around.
Irgendwas ist mit Elemental... Ach, da, okay. Nein, da wollte ich eigentlich nicht hin. Ich wollte zu meiner Truppe und Amber durch Collie austauschen. Oh, das wollte ich nicht. Warte, machen wir kurz so. Dann gehen wir da mit Collie. Dann gehen wir hier wieder mit Jean.
We may leave at any time.
Ich will ja ehrlich gesagt nicht runter, ne? Ich will aber das Ding hier einsammeln. Wir merken uns das für, wenn wir hier fertig sind. Merke ich mir das? Merke ich mir eh nicht. Schon verkackt, Alter. Junge, das wollte ich gar nicht. Wie kommt man hier wieder raus? Hier. Doch nicht. Tschüssi, Leute, ich bin da mal weg. Tschüss. Ich bin weg. Das wollte ich zwar nicht, aber... Ich will da lang. Was ist das für ein schrecklicher Ort?
Come into being.
Danke. Junge, wo sind wir hier? Ich hole das Ding doch später, ehrlich. Dachte, geht's easy raus. Junge, wollte ich gar nicht hin. Super, jetzt haben wir eine Spitzhacke. Und wir werden des Kampfs, Junge. Super, es war jetzt eine Errungenschaft, aber ich muss den ganzen Kackweg hier wieder zurück. Hab das Ding immer noch nicht eingesammelt. Oh, sorry. Bin weg. Versuch weg zu sein, meinte ich.
Speed of light. Hey!
Ja, super. Danke, dass sie sich daraus befreit haben. Es ist doch noch ein Kackvogel. Dieses Spiel, ne? Das macht einen wahnsinnig. Wie komme ich jetzt das Kakaos wieder hoch? Okay, er ist noch da. Da hinten. Hi Tim, wie geht's? Wie steht's? Ach du Scheiße, was sind das denn für Viecher? Heilige Mutter Gottes. Was ist das denn hier? Meine Güte, die Viecher hasse ich ja jetzt schon. Und ich habe meine Ember nicht im Team. Ja, super. Ja, natürlich. Zwar habe ich von dem seit Jahren nichts mehr gefühlt gehört, genauso wie von dir auch nicht mehr, aber sonst, ja, natürlich.
Burst forth.
Incoming.
Live.
Speed of light.
Ach, noch mehr. Danke für nichts.
Nowhere to hide.
Der zockt nicht mehr. Ja, kein Wunder, dass ich von dem auch nichts mehr höre.
Coming to be. Burst forth.
Speed of light. Hey!
Coming to be. Witness my great undertaking.
Was ist der Gegner, ey? Ist ja einfach nur nervig.
Burst forth.
Don't blink.
Coming to be.
Ernsthaft? Ich habe dich mal getroffen. Danke.
At the ready.
Jetzt, bevor ich da reingehe, gehe ich in mein Loch und hole das Ding ab. Und dann komme ich hier noch... Ah, fuck! Ja, okay, dann latschen wir da wieder hin. Danke für nichts.
I'll race you there.
That's close enough.
Ich bin ja schon weg, Jungs. Ich bin ja schon weg. Tiefer, wo geht's denn hier rein? Hier rein, oder?
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without a lot.
Ja, wenn du wait sagst, dann lass dich, das red doch.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holds up in a forest and
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are identical.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Ach ja. Ach ja.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Then many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret,
and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But if you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean...
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible.
Junge, kann doch nicht... Ich check's immer noch nicht, aber kann doch nicht mit so einem Shirt rausgehen. Das zieht doch nur die ganzen Fans an, also mich.
Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is...
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind.
Nein, ist alles gut. Aber trotzdem, jetzt kann man nicht sehen, aber Mann, fast alle Leute in Genshin sind hot. Da kann ich auch nichts für. Kann ich nicht auf mehrere Arten von Menschen stehen? Also mögen, als auch ich soll einfach meinen Mund halten, ey.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Guck, wenigstens etwas. Ja, kann er bitte auch laut denken? Ja, Mann, das ist gemein. Das ist gemein. Mano.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge?
Ey, aber er ist wirklich der Nächste, auf den ich sehr wahrscheinlich pullen werde. Weil er sehr wahrscheinlich jetzt irgendwann in den nächsten paar Bannern kommen sollte. Vielleicht. Aber jetzt warte mal. Das nächste Banner ist Scaramouche und... Gute Frage, keine Ahnung. Danach kommen Ayato und... Shung Raiden. Und dann... Naja, das ist glaube ich noch nicht bestätigt, aber vielleicht er und... Wie heißt der nochmal? Der, genau. Muss ich sehen. Ich muss erstmal wegen einem Child gucken, aber ich habe noch zu wenige Wünsche. Oh je. Oh je. Will ich das wissen? Will ich das wissen?
The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the Divine Knowledge Capsule, but to no avail. It seems...
You mean you're not even slightly
Sie,
interested
ja, aber
in getting
Junge,
your hands on this
erst...
All
jetzt habe ich
scholars
nicht
seek to
zugehört, was sie
expand the
gesagt haben.
horizons of
Erst
knowledge.
sagst du
I'm
es
not
richtig
particularly
belassen
interested in gods,
und dann
so I don't
ist
share
plötzlich
their
nicht so
degree of
schlimm.
zealotry.
Also es muss doch... Egal, wirst du dann ja nachher sagen, aber... ich sollte auch nicht reden, weil dann... Wir lassen es einfach mal. Mein Deutsch und mein Verständnis zu sonst was ist ja eh schon immer besonders.
Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the...
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries.
Ich habe
If those lines are
telefonisch
crossed,
krank
the
gemeldet, aber die
rules and
Person,
order that
die
govern
das gesagt
everything in
habe,
the
hat es wohl
world will be
nicht
destroyed.
an die richtigen Leute weitergeleitet. Oh, das ist scheiße. Das ist wirklich scheiße. Oh je, Mine. Oh je, Mine.
This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Ja, aber trotzdem, ja, aber... Hä, das ist doch dann so gesehen, ist das doch dann nicht deine Schuld, oder? Weil, wenn die Person das nicht richtig weitergeleitet hat, dann kannst du da ja eigentlich nichts für.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Ist ja okay. Ich dachte jetzt schon, jetzt wäre irgendwas, keine Ahnung, richtig Welterregendes, dass du irgendwie sagst, so, ja, keine Ahnung, wir können uns jetzt die nächsten 2 Monate nicht mehr sehen, weil keine Ahnung was weiß ich. Also sowas richtig Beschissenes, so. Das dachte ich jetzt aber, ja, okay, das ist auch scheiße, aber trotzdem.
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Tibet as well.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't...
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them.
You're probably right. Though I must say,
Warte, wenn da noch
I
ein
quite
bisschen
enjoy
viel
this world
gammeln.
of being the
Warte,
odd one out.
ruf mich einfach nachher an, jo. Mach ich. Ich liebe dich auch, Martin. Viel Spaß noch beim Schauen. Bis in ein bisschen später als einer Stunde.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Dann gehen wir jetzt wieder zurück. Warte mal, wohin? Oh, ja gut, schon fast vorbeigelaufen. Profispieler hier. Oh, Candice!
You must be tired. You should rest.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village. Since yet, they fled once we were headed to the village.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the lessons. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route...
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounce back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! But if the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him! Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise. I'll be careful.
Ja, ist klar, aber so ein Kind kann halt leicht verletzt werden oder von irgendwelchen plötzlich entführt werden, wenn man eine Sekunde nicht aufpasst.
Everyone, I leave him in your
Ich
hands.
mag keine Kinder. Na, nix gut, ey. Na, nix, let's go, Junge. Der soll hier bleiben.
Raymond feels like we're missing someone, though.
Ich muss erstmal mich heilen gehen, danach kann ich seine Folge. Also. Wir gehen erstmal zu einer Statue der 7 und heilen uns. Ach, da ist ja okay, nee, da hoch gehe ich garantiert nicht. Ach, die war, oh. Oh, nee, passt ja sogar.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
Environment that running around everywhere was
Junge, du
already
fliegst
enough
jetzt beschwer... Ja, guck.
Okay. So,
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device. Something that looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way. Let's split up and search the area.
is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Das heißt, weiter geht's. Folge Sino.
But running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon?
Das denke ich mir halt auch. Die Olle fliegt.
Of course it is.
Warte, Sino. Bleibst da schön stehen und ich mach den Kack hier mal. Nee, warte. Sino, ich hol den. Doch nicht, den Teleporter, der ist nämlich da ganz oben. Welche Truhe? Ah. Ach, die Truhe.
Not bad. As far as treasure
Ja,
is
aber jetzt kann ich
concerned.
auch mal ganz hoch gehen zum Teleporter, ehrlich. Danach folge ich Seino. Junge, was hat dieses Spiel eigentlich? Es ist doch scheiße, dass man hier nicht mal hochlatschen kann. Extra Umweg nehmen jetzt. Meine Güte, ey. Seino, ich komm wieder. Hi. Weiter geht's. Ja, diese krasse Pyramide, die da ist, ey.
Voices, over there.
Ich höre
It
nichts.
sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Ach, die können wir rumbringen.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room.
You're one of us. We would never.
Junge, gehört der zu den Bösen? Das, oh Mann, oh, kann die doch mir nicht antun.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it.
Tia? Why would you? Tia!
Oh, ist der inkompetent as fuck. Warum nehmt ihr auch ein scheiß Kind mit? Warum nehmt ihr ein scheiß Kind mit?
Hey, what are you doing?
Dumphead.
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? What?
Well, look.
This complicates things.
Junge, wieso ist die auf der anderen Seite? Warum ist der? Mann, die war doch die ganze Zeit immer... Die war lieb und die war... Naja, okay, ja gut. Child hat sie auch herausgestellt als Mitglied der Fatui. Aber trotzdem!
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. See?
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone.
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
you don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our
Junge, ich
faith
check
is our
gar nichts
purpose.
mehr. Ich check gar
Even
nichts
if
mehr.
it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremite?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia control. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're all.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all off.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so... Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their... These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the...
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly
Junge, was
accept my offer.
macht der?
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the...
Think you can talk me over with that?
I'm not trying to persuade you.
You are the scribe. What do you have against...
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers...
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like every...
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
Junge, dieser Typ ist einfach... Der ist einfach... Ja, ich liebe ihn einfach nur.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their...
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on
Junge,
the
ich bin
academia, you
ein,
need to
weil ich
steel
check gar
yourself.
nichts.
You
Ist
can't
der
be
jetzt
afraid.
gut oder nicht? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich weiß es nicht.
An arm from the flame mane. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives.
Junge, ich
One arm for that
weiß,
people is still a
ich
pretty
nicht,
good
was ich
deal
von
if
da
you ask me.
halten soll.
Rahman?
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fin. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take...
Junge, ich check gar nichts mehr. Wieso ist das Spiel mal so verwirrend, ey? Ich weiß echt nicht mehr, wer auf unserer Seite steht und wer nicht.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not...
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa.
Junge,
so
ich bin
I'll do
trotzdem, ich
whatever
bin
it
so
takes.
verwirrt. Ich bin einfach so verwirrt.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving.
Ich bin so verwirrt. Warte bis zum nächsten Morgen. 6 bis 8 Uhr. Den oder den morgen? Gucken wir erstmal den. Ach, nächster Morgen. Okay. Sorry, hätte ich auch mal gleich sagen können.
You're all here so early.
Die alle schön wieder Abstand halten hier. Das Streiter-Trio.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak?
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Junge, diese Frau ist einfach... Junge, also wer sie nicht mag, den kann ich dann echt nicht verstehen, weil diese Frau, die ist echt... Das ist halt... Candice ist super. Candice ist... Oh, ich liebe sie.
Fine.
Aber das soll ihn nicht. Ach du Scheiße wohl. Ich hab das eben noch nicht erkundet, weil die mich alle verarscht. Ernsthaft? Okay, Plan der Dinge. Geh dahin, dann gehen wir dahin, dann gehen wir dahin. Ach du Scheiße, ist so schrecklich. Das habe ich noch nicht erkundet, ey. Ach, scheiße. Ich hau doch ab. Erstmal hier nirgendwo mitten in der Wüste rumlaufen, mache ich auch immer. Immer doch. Da vorne ist der Teleporter und da ist die riesen Dings da, wie auch immer es nochmal heißt. Pyramide, die krasse. Wie viel habe ich hier? Okay. Die Pflanze brauche ich für Candice. Hi, tschüss, ich suche nur nach den Früchten. Bin ja wieder weg. Scheiße, haut ja nur ab. Junge, warum rennt ihr mir so weit lang hinterher? Junge! Ich dachte schon, er verfolgt mich immer noch, ey. Alter, diese Riesenpyramide, ey. Oh, fuck. Junge, was ist das für ein scheiß Spastenspiel? Das lässt mich an in Ruhe. Wie kommt man denn hier hoch? Die Richtung, ja, wie soll ich jetzt da oben hinkommen? Da ist eine Sanduhr. Da ist auch eine. Junge, ich sehe keine mehr. Junge, ich habe doch keine Ahnung, ehrlich. Ja, ich weiß, wir müssen dahin. Ich gehe aber erstmal hier hin. Ach, ich kann... Dann gehe ich doch dahin.
They got...
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro are...
You stay right there!
Kämpfe jetzt. Oi. Was passiert jetzt? Ah, das ist die harte Szene von ihr. Die Laufszene. Ach, die hat ein fettes Schwert. Dann pull ich doch nicht auf sie. Dann pull ich doch nicht auf sie. Sie hat... Mit dem großen Schild kann ich nicht umgehen.
Don't you see this blade here? You coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Junge, was passiert hier? Ich bin anders verwirrt.
Paimon's dead.
This day's going just...
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you... The dendro are gone.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
There used to be a temple here?
Oi.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise, King!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for...
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exhaust...
He's not actually gonna go in...
As it happens, I want to take a look.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in guides.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. New discoveries are always worth investigating, whether they have anything to do with God.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care...
Hab ich jetzt eine Errungenschaft gekriegt, weil ich hier runtergeflogen bin von der Story her, oder was? Komisch. Kritisch, aber ich kann ja eh nicht über 80 werden. Ja, ich weiß. Ein Eis habe ich auch nicht. Das ist hier aber noch immer alles wächst. Das ist echt krass.
It's full of life here.
Das sag ich doch.
This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have...
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true...
Ich hätte doch wenigstens jemanden zum Probieren auskriegen können. Hier beim Spielen. Hey, muss man eben drehen. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was ich machen muss, ne? Betrachte als Sternbilder den Tempel hinauf und höre auf den Heiligen Rat. Oh, gar kein Plan, ey. Ich bin nicht so schlau. Ah ja, gut, ne? Genius. Wusste ich natürlich. Alter Vater. Ah, hier sind die süßen Dingers.
Nowhere to hide.
Burst forth.
Don't blink. Hey! Incoming.
Oder dass sie bei diesem einen Auftrag gedöns alle lieb waren. Und jetzt sind wieder die kleinen bösen Dinger.
Don't blink.
Ich hoffe, ich schaffe das Ganze überhaupt auch in einer Viertelstunde hier. Ja, aber dann müsste ich die Sphäre verlassen. Darauf habe ich keinen Bock.
Moment of birth.
Speed of light.
Live.
Incoming. Let it rain.
Burst forth.
I'll be fine.
Come into being.
One step back, two forward. Don't blink. Hey! Speed of light.
Burst forth.
Go as planned.
Ernsthaft jetzt.
Don't blink. Incoming. Hey!
Ach du je. Das ist ja einfach... Ah, hier geht's lang. Ich dachte schon. Labyrinth hier, ey.
Barbados, guide us. Don't blink. Hey! Speed of light.
Come into being.
Incoming. Hey!
Und wieder nach oben.
Nowhere to hide.
Burst forth.
Got lucky that time. No one escapes my sight. Speed of light. Hey!
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking.
Go as planned. Don't blink. Incoming.
Live.
Don't blink. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Come into being.
Speed of light.
Meine Güte, was
Burst forth.
geht denn hier ab, ey?
Moment of birth.
Go as planned. Don't blink.
Wo geht's weiter? Jetzt zum Auf... Der Aufzug fährt auf den Boden hinunter. Steig auf den Aufzug, bevor er wieder nach oben fährt. Steige auf den Aufzug, bevor er wieder nach oben fährt, um die Kuppel zu erreichen. Was mache ich doch die ganze Zeit? Oh. Ah. Hier muss ich drauf. Steige auf den Fahrstuhl, nicht in den Fahrstuhl. Ich wusste nicht, dass er den Dicker hat, Alter. Ja gut, geht's ja auch noch nach... Ist jetzt ein bisschen ungünstig, aber wie komme ich denn... Wie soll ich denn auf den Fahrstuhl aufsteigen? Der hat einen Deckel, aber wie... Jetzt muss ich halt eigentlich oben sein. Aber du musst den erst runterfahren lassen. Und oben bleiben und dann ihn wieder hochfahren. Ah, dass ich quasi nach unten... Ah. Dass ich nicht jetzt aufsteige, sondern erst, wenn ich ihn dann quasi wieder hochschicke. Ja, stimmt da nicht. Das wusste ich nicht, dass es auch so geht.
Nowhere to hide. No escape. Incoming. Wind, hear me. Hey.
Junge.
Don't blink.
Witness my great undertaking.
Go and fly. Hey.
Coming to be.
Speed of light.
Burst forth.
Go, go.
Coming to be.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Don't.
Live.
Incoming.
Burst forth. Moments
Ich
of
mag
birth.
diese Viecher nicht, ne?
Raufasertapete. Schön.
Super, Nick. Danke dafür.
I swear by my sword.
Live.
Ich bin ja nicht schlecht gelaunt. Ach so. Hey, was muss ich denn jetzt hier machen? Ach so, die... Ach, die müssen alle leuchten, okay. Ah. Ja, hat es recht. Muss ich jetzt wieder nach unten fahren, nee, oder was? Junge, schaffe ich doch nicht in 10 Minuten, das hier zu Ende zu spielen, weil ich hier die ganze Zeit rumdenken muss und sonst was machen soll.
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call
Eigentlich schon durch,
divine
okay.
providence of King Deshret.
Hey, dieser Fahrstuhl ist ja mal anders geil. Dieser Fahrstuhl ist ja mal anders geil. Oh, ist so schön hier.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Beautiful. Hey, hey. Judith zu Ende geguckt?
Wait. What's that?
Das nennt man Statue.
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's
Ich sing kein Lied, kannst du vergessen. Kannst du vergessen. Habe ich gestern auch nicht gemacht, weil ich kein Englisch kann. Kannst du vergessen. Ich werde das jetzt nicht machen. Es tut mir leid, aber werde ich nicht machen.
Deshret runes.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Du kannst dir gerne, du bist Mod, du kannst dir gerne die Kanalpunkte wieder zurück. Ja, genau, okay, oder Nick hat zurückgemacht, genau, aber
Here lies our faithful priest.
ich habe zur Zeit, ich habe kein einziges Lied, was ich singen kann und ich bin jetzt auch nicht in der Stimmung, um ein Lied zu singen.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people.
You can read ancient King Deshret's script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
Immer doch, ich kann auch 20 Sprachen sprechen.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself.
Ich glaube, ich werde es nicht bis um 8 schaffen. Die werden mich eh wieder 10 Stunden zulabern.
But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No!
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this...
Was that the former Dendro?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha. You've just witnessed his priest.
I've never heard about it. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. King Deshret's death. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't, how could I ever begin to accept it?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a...
Dia, my Eremites and I. What do we even...
Hey, how you doing?
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going... But please...
Warum müssen die immer so scheiße viel labern? Kann ich nicht einfach duschen gehen?
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. And I'll return every last one of your mad...
You seem to finally understand that our...
Yes. The gods...
That must have been rough.
Ja, aber
He seems to have figured
wenn
things
ich
out
einfach
now.
nur duschen will und die meiste Zeit der Story, 80% der Story oder mehr, sind die nur am Reden. Auf Dauer regt mich das auf. Ich kann da nicht einfach nur zuhören und nichts tun. Weil ich mir das alles nicht merken kann. Und dann, wenn ich eh schon keine Lust mehr habe und einfach nur aufhören will, dann labern die immer noch.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back. Have a proper meal. Final, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
Geht doch. Und wehe, die labern mich wieder voll, wenn ich aus dieser Sphäre herausgehe. Danke, geht doch. Meine Güte. Okay, dann werde ich aufhören mit Stream. Ich werde Freitag wieder streamen können, glaube ich. Ich gehe jetzt duschen. Mich regt das Spiel auf Dauer aufgefühlt. Aber ist halt so. Das heißt, bis wann auch immer. Martin, ich rufe dich an, wenn ich fertig bin. Jo, keine Ahnung.